Hi, I will be talking mainly about our cloud, which we have been using since 2008, and we just love it. It is App Engine from Google, and we will tell you why we chose it and why we are so happy about it. First, let me show you. This is Umniverse. You can log in. You can use Google login or Facebook, and you will see that I have here many apps that I have created. Okay, so when you create an app, of course, you can have many versions of that app, so you can offer that app as software as a service. For instance, if I go here, this is in Portuguese. I can change it easily to English, but for the time being, okay, for instance, this is a wayfinding app, and I can show you one of those uh, products. We call it hospital21.com, and so all this is built on the apps, okay? The apps in Universe. We have another app which is quite advanced to serve education. So to have it in the classes so that students can interact much more and teachers have the feedback and organize collaboration. So these are our two main apps now to showcase what we are able to do with Universe. So let's go back to the main screen. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the Google App Engine. Okay, here we use it the standards. Why? Because we really want to go with a platform as a service product, a platform as a service cloud. That's what we want. Nowadays, many people call it the serverless cloud. Often serverless, you go to microservices, but no, in that um, in that aspect, we are quite traditional. We have what is called now a monolithic application, but it is on a very powerful and flexible cloud that is App Engine. We chose App Engine because it is very maintenance and easy to use, maintenance free and easy to use. Why? Let me show my my IDE. Okay, I don't even have the IDE, so I will start from scratch. Oh, I have it here, the IDE. Oh, I have here the IDE. Okay, so let's put the IDE here. So this is, let's go to a Java class. Okay, okay. So I want to go often to code, and when I go, I won't stay forever because the most important things about this channel is the concepts. So I will go more often perhaps to a sketchpad to show you all things relate then to code. So this is the project in Eclipse. There are two. main IDEs that you can choose from is IntelliJ and Eclipse. Well, IntelliJ, you can use Google's version, which is, I think it's called Android Studio, but in fact, it is based on IntelliJ. So, Eclipse, why? Google has a plugin for App Engine that you just drop onto your Eclipse, and it will let you do things like create a new project easily, right? You come here, standard, App Engine standard, and you create a new project. And other things that are nice is you can also, when you develop your codes and you update it, you can easily upload it to a project in App Engine and Google Cloud. Okay, so very handy. You have all the advantages of developing locally, namely for debugging. You also have a local simulation of Google's databases, especially Data Store, now called Google Firestore in Data Store modes, but it's Google Data Store, which is very, very, very powerful. It is a NoSQL database, and um, it's it will be quite important, I think, in this channel because taking the most of this fantastic database, it is not straightforward. You have to test, to discover, to read, to view many videos. I suppose, as I did, perhaps you are quicker than me, but it's really after 12 years or more than 10 years for sure with the data store. I'm still learning new tricks to make it faster and more flexible and to lower costs also. So what we want is a cloud that is performant and affordable, right? So this is a few. Okay, so let's go quickly to this layer here. So you see that I have here Umniverse, Java, Google App Engine Standard. So this is kind of a web servlet, right? So I can receive here calls through the web as gets or posts, and I can, let me zoom here, and I can give back, of course, any information in any format. It can be HTML, can be JSON, can be PDFs, can be text, can be whatever you think, whatever is available as a format. Of course, you can answer after you get a request from the clients. So all the clients are here, right? It has no real-time um, features here. This so it's used to have some, uh, but okay. So for real-time updates to the clients, we use Firestore database, which is not the same as Cloud Firestore. Okay, so from the for the main storage layer, we use three Google technologies: Cloud Firestore in data store modes, Firestore database in real-time modes, no, which is real-time inherent, and cloud storage, which is a file, which is a CDN, a powerful CDN, with which takes advantage of Google's very good network and so huge pipes all over the world. They are going to start building a fiber cable from Portugal to South Africa, which I'm quite happy because it will, for the time being, have a connection to Nigeria midway, but it is also prepared to have connections to countries which tell me a lot, like Congo, um, like Angola, well, the two Congos, and Angola, and São Tomé e Príncipe, so the two islands which are kind of a paradise. I've never been there, so and so using all these technologies, cloud Firestore database, and cloud storage, all from Google, really makes things go fast. What is special about App Engine Standard? It is not based in virtual machines. It is not based in Kubernetes orchestration. It is really as close as it can be to the metal. So I don't even know. I really don't know what is the operating system. I I know now, and it took me a while to find out what kind of hardware they have. So you pay what you use. So if you use nothing, you pay nothing. If you want to have always an instance up and running, you'll pay for that instance. Why always up and running? Because it will make the first call response to be fast. So I pay. How much do I pay for this always on instance? Around $25 a month. Surely less than $30 a month. So it's really very, very cheap. This instance uses the processor. They say they limit to 600 megahertz, which is more than enough. Why? Because the the slow actions are not made by my server, right? The slow actions are when you access other services like the database or the translation services or the dialog flow, so the chatbot services, well, from Google, or even slower because on another network from other companies. So I find that having less than $30 a month instance always running, even with 600 megahertz, 256 megabytes of available RAM, which is also more than enough. It's more than, it's very good, and I'm really happy. If and when there are many calls, so users start accessing your service often. It can scale up to the limit that you set. The, the limit that Google gives us is 25 cores, so 25 instances in most data centers, but where I based my services, which is US East, I can go up to 200 cores. No, 200, not cores, processors, instances. So having each instance 8 cores, So you can go easily if you need to 1600 cores answering your users. So these are some of the reasons. Very fast access to many different performant Google services, very low cost, very scalable, and for me, what because I have a platform running there, I don't feel any need to separate it um, uh, in different microservices. You can tell me, but microservices are good. Go language from Google is really fantastic. Python is all the rage. Thank you very much, but I don't think it is good for Umniverse. You know why? I think uh, that having a simple 80 megabytes um, software that I put that I trust to Google App Engine and having it do everything on on that one instance, and then if needed calling the services, I think is a perfect combination, very fast, very low cost. So Java has many advantages. For the inconvenience, I leave it to you. But there is one thing at a certain time for reducing costs. I I analyze going to the language Go that belongs to Google. But there is here a deal breaker. Go is not object oriented, and frankly, I cannot develop a flexible, fantastic platform as Umniverse. I cannot without using object-oriented programming. Is the basis to have an easy development and to make it flexible, which is very important, debuggable. Uh, so this was a small introduction to App Engine. In the next video, I will show you in the business side what are the steps I took in developing the platform and then the apps and where I want to go. And I will tell you already, um, this is a spoiler. I think at the end, I would like to have a partnership with Google. Why? Because I think more and more it will be about extracting the most performance at the lower costs for the services we offer to our customers. And I'm already doing that with App Engine. I'm already doing that with Data Store. Now I'm starting to trying to do that with Dialogflow, which I'm integrating in all the apps in my platform, the Google's AI technology for chatbots, but it will be really very useful if we have some fast track to Google's know-how because, well, they know their technologies best. So in the next video, I will be talking purely about business. Okay. Well, I hope all this information, picking here and there, at least caught your interest because I will be talking more about each part and about other things in future episodes. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me finish with a big screen. Okay. Have nice time programming and see you soon.